Welcome to Property Reporting Online, our new online data portal tailored to your property-related business activities. Through Property Reporting Online, you will be able to submit an EAS, a re-inquiry, an advice of sale only, and to provide property transaction information the government requires quickly and easily. Entry to the portal is through your existing My Landgate account. Log into My Landgate, navigate to the Conveyancer channel, and select Property Reporting Online. This brings you to the dashboard page. There are 3 summaries on this page which show all transactions related to your agency. Invitations lists the transactions to which you have been invited. These are property transactions initiated by another agency. Transactions in progress shows all your in-flight transactions, including the ones you have initiated and the invitations that you have accepted. Not matched with dealing are transactions that have gone past the settlement date, have not yet been matched with dealings on the titles register, and require your attention. In this demonstration, I'll show you how an initiating agency submits an advice of sale involving an Australian sole proprietor on title and an overseas individual as the sole incoming proprietor. As this is a new transaction, select New. Enter the contract details starting with your own agency file reference number if you use them. Choose the type of transaction from the drop-down menu. In this instance, I'm choosing Transfer. Enter the contract date and settlement dates from the contract of sale. The settlement date must be within 3 months from the date of the EAS submission. Click Resumption only if applicable. Enter the contract sale price as a whole dollar value with no commas or decimal points. If you know the GST payable, enter it here. If the contract sale price is 0, you need to give a reason, such as gift, love and affection, or pursuant to a will in the non-monetary consideration box. Enter the business goodwill or intellectual property component. If there is no business goodwill or intellectual property component, or you don't know this, leave this field blank. Enter the interest transferred, remembering that the percentage of a property being transferred is different from the percentage of the property being transferred to each party. Click Next or hit Enter to go to the next page. Enter the volume and folio and/or lot and plan. You don't need to use prefixes or suffixes such as CT, deposited plan, or diagrams. Click the search icon on the right or hit the Enter key. The system will generate the land parcel specific to this certificate of title. Tick the checkbox and Add Selected to add the parcel of land to this transaction. This will bring up a row with all the property details, including the lot and plan, street address, and the size of the land parcel. Expand the property by selecting the row. Choose the appropriate land usage at the time of transfer. You may choose multiple usages if you need to. If it is a new building or a residential off-plan purchase, choose that building status. If there is a discrepancy in the address, click Landgate, please investigate. If you are dealing with a multi-property transaction, you may add another property to the transaction by clicking the Add Property icon. All properties in the same transaction must have the same proprietors on title and the same incoming proprietors. The interest transferred to each property must also be identical. If the interest transferred is not the same, you will need to submit a separate EAS. Click Next. On this page, you confirm the proprietors on title and enter the incoming proprietor details. If you are acting as the vendor's representative, enter the details of the proprietors on title. In this example transaction, you are the buyer's representative, so you enter the buyer's or incoming proprietor's details only. Indicate if all the buyers are going to reside in the house. Select Add Incoming Proprietor to enter the buyer's details. Choose the appropriate entity from the drop-down list under Category. In this example, the buyer is a non-Australian individual, so choose Individual. Start with the surname, then first name and any other names, and click Add. Select the row to expand it. To represent the buyer, select the thumbs up icon on the right. This opens the incoming proprietor's profile. Enter the proprietor's date of birth. Choose the country of tax residence from the drop-down menu, and as the incoming proprietor is a foreign individual, leave the checkbox next to Australian unchecked, but choose the nationality from the drop-down menu. Enter the Foreign Investment Review Board number, the passport and visa numbers, the visa subclass and expiry date, the overseas entity ID, and any other entity IDs you have. Select Address Now. If the current address is not in Australia, check the international box and enter the address. Follow the same steps to complete the future address if it is different from the pre-filled address. Under the postal and billing address, you have a choice. If you choose Managing Agent, you need to provide a contact name and address. If you do not choose As Above, you need to provide a postal or billing address. Tick the International checkbox and enter the phone number with its country and area codes. Enter an email address and click Next to go to the Invitations for Representatives page. Select the Initiating Agency row to expand the profile and confirm the contact name, email address and phone number. You can also edit any details here. To invite another agency, click Add a Representative. Choose an agency from the drop-down menu under Agency and then click Add. Select Next to go to the Review and Save page. You can review and edit everything you've entered on this page if you need to. Expand each row to check what you've entered is accurate. If all the information required has been entered, there will be a green tick in the Completed section at the bottom of the page. Check the declaration at the bottom of the page and click Submit to save the transaction. This will not submit your EAS. It saves your transaction and generates a transaction ID. Keep a note of this transaction ID as you can use it to search for transactions on the dashboard page. You can now close the transaction and end it here, as you have provided all the information you need to for this transaction.